1400 meters. Gates are open and away and racing. Half Moon Island was slow to respond over there. Mio Destino began well. Atlantic Pearl outside of runners with Picker Pomodoro. Athelwolf is only 3.5, 4 lengths off the leader. Then came behind them Tower of London, who races 5, 6 lengths off them. 2 lengths away to Wild Fig, who's 7, 8 lengths off the leader. Quick Crown is behind that. Then came Olive Oil, 9 or 10 to make up. The Quakers further back in the field, and Half Moon Island, the trailer. Runners work their way towards the home turn. They've got 850 meters left to run, and it's Atlantic Pearl out on the lead. From Mio Destino racing second, and Picker Pomodoro's up the centre and third, then Athelwolf. Behind them came Tower of London. Wild Figures getting closer down the centre, 3 lengths to make up with Olive Oil wider out. Then came Quick Crown, and further back to the Quake and Half Moon Island. Inside the final 450 meters, Atlantic Pearl, the leader from Picker Pomodoro. Down the inside, Mio Destino. Wild Figures searching for the rail here, and Olive Oil is coming home down the centre. They've got 250 left to go. Atlantic Pearl is the leader. Mio Destino. Wild Fig across the inside. Picker Pomodoro towards the outside. Olive Oil, but it's Wild Fig that's picked up the advantage. On the outside is Olive Oil, and also running on Tower of London, but Wild Fig leads it into the latter stages. On the outside, Tower of London came home best of all, though. Tower of London has got up to beat Olive Oil, and Wild Fig stopped very late in the day. Right, let's have a look at it. 300 meters left to go. Mio Destino and Atlantic Pearl were the leaders with Picker Pomodoro. Here comes Olive Oil, the green and yellow, and right down the inside is Wild Fig. But look at Chad Little, just galvanizing Tower of London for the Sharon Kotson stable to get him up close to home. Down the inside, Wild Fig, the definite advantage with 50 meters to run, but Tower of London and Olive Oil cut that back on the line, and Tower of London, number 9, is the winner for Messrs. J.J. Muniger, Harry Govender, and Greg Kotson. Tower of London, I think, wins the race from Olive Oil in second, and the favourite Wild Fig will run back in third and still do enough for the PA.
Welcome back, and what a thrilling finish for race 2 this afternoon, and well called by top commentator Nico Kritsiotis. Both Nadine and I thought the middle horse got it, but Nico was spot on first time out, so well done to Nico. Bred out at Rite Scroll Stud, well done to them as well. Trained by Sharon Kotson. Top ride, Chad Little back in the winner's box again this afternoon. With me, I've got AK. He's collecting the 1,500 rand. It's going to Pastor. So you guys say your prayers out there. Well done. You're in the winner's box, Pastor. Nice to have you in the winner's box. Thanks so much to World Sports Betting. Thank you, AK. Now, I'll tell you what, Chad picked up a chance ride here, and we were just chatting off air. You said you were more worried about the horse down the inside to try and get to them, but gee whiskers, you timed this perfectly. And once again, that body was so flat in the finish line. It's a fine example for the guys out there to see when you drive to the finish line. That's what the punters won. You've done it again. That's what they want, and you've done it again, Chad. Well done.
Thank you. Yeah, I rode him in his second start on the poly, and he flew up and he ran second. And I said to Sharon and Greg, I'd love to stick with him because he actually came in a nice field. And then they put him in open company, didn't know my weight, and nothing went his way apparently, and he didn't run well. So I was actually very happy when I picked it out up today. We were actually planning to drop him out from the draw, and there was a race in 2 weeks' time that they were saying it would be more primed for him. But he pinged the pens with me. I said, well, now I'm going to place him right in the race. I had him up. He got over from the draw. Going through about the 500, they're quick and a bit better than me. And I just left him and I let him find his feet. And once I switched him out, he really gave me a good finish. Nice to get up those short hit finishes and then they go your way. And all the confidence is growing. Thanks to all this, to Mr. Moon, Mr. Govender, Harry Govender. I spoke to him this morning. I said, hey, thanks for giving me the ride back. Hopefully I can bring it home. So I hope he's happy. And obviously to Greg. He is the owner. Nice pick-up rides like this. And I'm looking for a good day.
Yeah, I think you're looking for a good day. Let's touch on that briefly because a lot of us, including myself and Nadine, are very strong about bankering in the first leg of the Pick Six with Garden Sun for the Jacques Strydom stable.
I'll give you confidence to say yes.
Say yes as well. You also, obviously, I see that you had the choice and you chose that above Jean's horse, which is the second favourite.
Yeah, obviously, I hope I haven't made the wrong choice. Jean said to me, Jean always said to me, if you feel like you can get a better ride, you must take the better ride.
Yes.
And I've been doing well on Garden Sun. I think he's been running way short of his distance. He's been very badly drawn. This time he's going the right distance, drawn well for the first time. I really think it's going to be take a good horse to beat him.
All right. And anything else from your side on the day that you like?
I've got some chances. I mean, Evie's first is a good sprinter. They won the horse Anatolian Silver is a very nice horse. He's having a comeback run, but he's a very nice horse. What else am I riding? Golden Sun's my best ride.
All right.
All right.
Tremendous.
Thank you so much.
Well done to you. Well done, Chad. Let's get Sharon in the winner's box again this afternoon. And yep, they've been running in the money. The horses have been there, coming good. And we're halfway through winter, and I'm sure everyone, trainers included, are looking forward to a little bit of sun. It's been cold the last week, but this will warm it up for you.
Oh, definitely. It's always makes your day a little bit brighter when you come and visit you in this office here.
Yeah. Now, great expectations this afternoon, or as Chad said, you had something down the line?
Well, you know, he's actually looking for a 1600 meter plus.
Okay.
And we thought we'd give him this run here and let him run on because, you know, in his last run we threw him in open company. Everything went backwards and, you know, everything happened wrong in the race. You could put a line right through that. And Chad rode him the race before where he came from nowhere and ran on strong. So we just thought that the 1400 would be a touch sharp for him.
Yeah.
But I must say kudos to Chad. He did know him, so I think that helped him a lot. And he rode the perfect race. And he came flying where it's most needed. And it's good to get up on the line.
All right. And owners involved here?
Yes, to Jeremy Moon. I've always said to him these colours are really lucky. And to Harry Govender and my husband Greg. You know, they're always good supporters of my yard, and it's always a pleasure to have them in the yard, and it's extra special to have winners for them.
All right, Sharon, let's touch on your runners. You've got Celtique coming up, Bush Tracker, Arlu, and Flower Festival. Let's start with Celtique.
Celtique, little bit disappointed us last time. We expected a bit more from her, but you know, I think the pace didn't suit her. She is back on the grass. I see her form is not that great on the grass, so I don't really know what to expect with her being on the grass, whether she does prefer the poly. But in saying that, you know, she is a nice sort and she is improving and getting stronger the whole time. So I am expecting, hopefully, to finish in the places with her.
Bush Tracker, a runner that's always gained consistent, that merit rating will not drop because this horse tries its heart out.
You know, I think he's his own worst enemy. He's got such a heart and fighting spirit, and he's always out at the weights in the pinnacles, but he gives his all and he's never far off them, and that's why they don't drop him. But he's always good to include because you never know when things might go his way and he might get it right.
And then Arulu won a really good race last time out. Still young horse, but I'll tell you what, there's more to come.
Yes, you know, he's obviously, you know, we're coming to the end of the 2-year-old career, so they're going to end up in open company anyway. So we have thrown him in against the open company. He won such a nice race, and he is improving the whole time and getting stronger. So expecting a nice run from him. And Flower Festival, super honest filly. She always gives her all.
It's tougher for her today than last time?
Yes, but she does get the sex allowance, which is a big help as well. Right. So, you know, it is a little bit stronger, but she's such a strong, gutsy filly, you can't leave her out.
Tremendous. Sharon, thank you. Let's get Greg in the picture.
Okay, I'd just like to say a big thanks to my sponsor, World Sports Betting, and congratulations to Ritas Kroll for the Patala Palace gelding.
Tremendous. Thank you, Sharon. Greg, there we go. Pass it to the hubby. Greg, nice to have you in the winner's box this afternoon as one of the owners on course.
Thanks very much, Neil. Yeah, I think this one just surprised us really, and it was an excellent ride by Chad. Yeah, you know, well done to the owners, well done to Harry and that. And sorry I couldn't give them confidence. I would have given them confidence in 3 weeks' time when it was in a 1600. But you know, you take the win. Take the win. You know, I had Mitch Vista on the line this morning from Australia. I said, "Yeah, Mitch, we've had a tough last 3 weeks. 18 runners, 3 seconds, 3 thirds, 5 fifths, 2 fourths." I said, "We just haven't hit the box." He says, "What you got running there?" I said, "No, I got 3 babes in the first." He says, "Ach, you'll win the second. Go for it." Well, we did win with the second, which we're not with the right one, but we'll take the win with all our open arms. Yeah. Thanks to all our owners for the support. Really appreciate it.
Okay, well, there we go. That's from Greg Kotson from the Sharon Kotson Yard. And once again, top call, Nico Kritsiotis.